The time has finally come! The Circuit of the Americas is on the calendar, and although the fight for the Drivers' Championship is over, there are many ongoing battles that we're eager to see how they'll unwind on the circuit. It goes without saying that this GP never fails to disappoint, and rest assured that most of the VIPs from the USA will attend this circuit. So without further ado, let's dive deep into the Circuit of the Americas and provide you with some facts about it. But before we dive deep into the USA GP, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like our video and turn on the notifications from our channel. A brief history. As you already know, the US GP wasn't just at the COTA, as the F1 Caravan visited the Indianapolis Motor Speedway from 2000 to 2007. Prior to that, the Indianapolis 500 was included on the Formula One calendar from 1950 to 1960, but it wasn't run to F1 regulations and only a few European drivers took part. The US GP finally found its home in the 1960s at Watkins Glen, as the upstate New York circuit hosted 20 races between 1961 and 1980. From 1975 and beyond, Watkins Glen had been joined by a second stateside race, the US GP West, on the streets of Long Beach, California. The street GPs were held up until 1991, with the last one being held in Phoenix. The track consists of 56 laps, and the lap record is held by Charles Leclerc in 2019, 1:36.169. The last time we visited the circuit, there was a decent battle between Verstappen and Hamilton, as the Dutchman managed to fend off the attacks of the Briton and make one step further towards his maiden championship. On top of that, the US continent is one of the most consistent when it comes to holding an F1 race, as the inaugural race in Austin was held in November 2012. Most successful drivers in USA. Lewis Hamilton is the most successful driver here, as he won this GP 6 times. On the other hand, the most successful constructors here are Ferrari, winning this race in a total of 10 times. What's even more interesting is the fact that the first winner of this race was an American, and that was Mario Andretti. To this day, he remains the only American driver to win a Formula One race on his home soil. He triumphed in the 1977 US GP West in Long Beach. With 132 starts, Eddie Cheever competed in more F1 races than any other American driver. He finished on the podium 9 times, but never won a race. Photo finish! At the 2022 US GP, the finish of the COTA was truly a remarkable one. The smallest margin of victory at an American GP was achieved here, and although not many sports see the legendary photo finish, the F1 fans were able to witness Barrichello and Schumacher finishing with just a plus 0.011 second difference. The Brazilian was able to get the better results, and it was truly the most intense finish ever. Tensions between teammates. Every F1 fan remembers Rosberg throwing his hat towards Hamilton. However, not many people know that this is from the 2015 US GP, as both competed directly for the world title, and Rosberg literally lost his cool after the race and threw his hat towards Hamilton. Rosberg was able to win the pole position for this race, but a late slip-up saw him lose the position to Hamilton, and the awkward moment in the cool-down room happened. This was one of the deciding races for the 2015 championship, as Hamilton was able to secure the second one in a row, majorly thanks to the win he secured here at COTA. Mansell collapses at the finish. Yes, the 1992 world champion literally collapsed at the US GP. The Brit started the race on pole position for the first time in his career while being part of Lotus, and in the finishing meters of the stage, Mansell hit his car and broke his gearbox. This is when Mansell jumped out of his car and pushed it towards the finishing line, collapsing on the way. Since the scorching heat in Dallas was something too much to endure, while he wasn't able to finish P1, he got a point for finishing P6 and a ton of respect for his actions. The Indianapolis fiasco. The 2006 US GP is undoubtedly one of the most controversial ones, and it left a black mark on the sport that took so long to heal. At that time, the drivers were restricted to just one set of tires for qualifying as well as the race. On Friday, Michelin was the big name that was supplying the teams with tires, and on Friday, Riccardo Zonta had a tire issue and spun off. On top of that, Michelin called an emergency meeting because other cars started to show danger signs in their tires. Michelin told the teams that they supplied their tires to take it easy on Saturday's qualifying, which was the last thing that team bosses or drivers wanted to hear. So after the formation lap on Sunday, only 6 drivers remained on the track, and they were Ferrari, Jordan and Minardi drivers because they were using the Bridgestone tires. As a sign of protest, the non-competing teams decided to just back off and not race, as they were later accused by the World Motorsport Council of failing to ensure that they were in possession of suitable tires for the 2005 USGP. What do you think about the USGP? How excited are you for the upcoming race this weekend? We really can't wait to know what's going to happen, and we'd love to hear what you anticipate about it in the comment section down below.